guys, how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? We are back with another story time, day number 2 of my full week of story times. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. We have finally reached 1,000 subscribers. I have no idea how it happened, when it happened, but I just checked my YouTube one day and it was like, boom. I'm pretty sure actually by the time the first story time from this week of story times is up, I was already, I was filming that as I was reaching the 1,000 subscribers. So that's gonna go up and I'm gonna be all excited about, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers and we're already at 1,000 subscribers. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends, share, comment, thumbs up, do all of that stuff. We are only at the beginning of this journey and thank you so much for coming along with me. Now let's get right on to the story time. So like I said, we are on story time number 2 of a full week of story times that is coming right at you guys this week. And this one is about the time my dad found out about my piercing. Now, the only piercing I have other than my earlobes is my belly button piercing, and that's not as bad as some people. I mean, some people get other places pierced, which would be really embarrassing for their parents to find out, but as you can see, I just have my belly button pierced. But the only thing is, I didn't get my belly button pierced when I was of age. I did get my belly button pierced when I was, you know what, I'm gonna look for this little box that I found the other day that actually has inside of it. It's like a secret box. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So going through my stuff the other day, I found this secret box. Now, I kept something very secret throughout my entire teenage years until I was outed. I mean, but still, no one knew how to get into this little box. I got this as a gift from my brother. My oldest brother got me this when he was moved out. And if you can see, it looks like it doesn't, you know, there's nothing to it. It's just a box. But actually, I'm gonna show you guys. Whew, I just ran downstairs. Hold on, let me get myself a breather. So the trick to this is that it actually comes apart, not apart, but like it opens up if you press the top of here and the bottom of here, and you just pull. Oh, I'm gonna drop it. You just pull it out, and then you can look inside. There's a little paper in here, and that holds 2. Is there something else in here? 2 secrets of my teenage years that I kept. Oh, and there's a memory card. That's probably from my BlackBerry. That's probably secret too, just because I did a lot of things I didn't want my dad finding out about. But so here we have a little paper, and I wrote out November 10, 2009, I got a tattoo. Let me know in the description down below if you would like to hear that story as well, and I would film it for you guys. But then it says July 8th, 2011, piercing. So these are basically the 2 dates that I became a rebel in my teenage years and got a tattoo and a piercing. Silly, right? So that's just a little reminder for myself which years I actually did get those 2 things, because that's still to this day the only 2, you know, combination of tattoo and piercings that I have. I have a tattoo on the back of my neck that I can show you guys if you do want to see that video, and I have a piercing on my belly button. So in 2011, that was the year that I was supposed to graduate high school. I did not graduate high school in 2011 because I had been not so smart, and I skipped a lot of classes and I failed some classes, and then I had to stay an extra semester after my last year of high school in order to graduate. So in 2011, I was like, you know what, it's summer. I'm gonna hang out with my ratchet friends and do ratchet things. Not that belly button piercings are ratchet. I don't regret it at all, thankfully. I've heard of so many people that regret getting piercings or tattoos, but I'm not one of them, thank goodness. So July 8th, 2011. We're in 2019 now, so that would have been 8 years ago. So I would have been 17. I would have been turning 17. So I was actually 16 at the time that I got this piercing, and I don't recommend doing this if you're not over the age of 18. Anyone that I know, literally everyone that I know except myself, has regretted getting a tattoo or a piercing under the age of 18 because you're so young at that point. You don't know what you want most of the time, so it's just like not a good idea. I do not recommend it. Only do it with a parent or with, you know, when you're 18 or over. But in the town that I lived, there was a place that would do tattoos and piercings. I didn't get my tattoo and my piercing done at the same place, but there was 2 different places that I went to, and they did tattoos and piercings for people who were under 18. I don't know how, I don't know why. I don't know if that's even legal, if that's like a good thing, but anyways, it was a thing. So I remember I was in summer school for English, and I was going there with my best friend at the time. We will name her Tape. So Tape and I were just, I think it was the day that I was actually skipping summer school that day, and we were just, you know, bussing around the town and wondering, what should we do today? And then my best friend Tape at the time, you know, was like, she had her ears pierced, she had a belly button pierced, she had her tongue pierced, like, I think she had, no, she didn't have her eyebrow pierced. Anyway, she had been through the things, and this same friend actually was the one that I got a matching tattoo with. We'll get into that if you guys do want to see that video. That aspect of that tattoo is kind of embarrassing, but I don't regret the tattoo itself. But yeah, so this same friend, we were just, we were like, what do we do? Do we go to McDonald's? Do we go to the mall? What do we want to do today? And we basically fell upon like, what if I get a piercing? Like me. What if I get a piercing? And she just asks me, oh, like, if you were to get a piercing, what would you want? And I said, I would definitely want my belly button, because my belly button's just there. And I still feel this same way to this day. That's a good thing. But it's just there for no reason. Like, it's literally this whole thing that, like, that's where your umbilical cord used to be, and it's just like so ugly. So it's like, let's decorate it. So I thought it'd be a good idea, and so we literally bussed to a place where I got my belly button pierced. And I remember she had a video on her cell phone. I don't have it, but there is a video maybe somewhere out there, unless she deleted it, of me getting my belly button pierced at this place. It hurts so much, although it's very quick. Like, it's just a needle that goes in, and then they put the piercing in, and then it's done. And then they give you instructions to, you know, like, not go in the water, not scrub it, not wash it, all of that. Just avoid like soap around it. So I did that, and yeah, I went on about my life. I think it must have been a couple months later. It was either a couple months later or a year after. No, my tattoo I was able to hide way longer than my piercing. It was definitely a couple months later. I had asked my grandma from back home in Venezuela to make me a traditional Venezuelan joropo skirt. If you don't know what that is, this there will be a demonstration to follow right here. So yeah, that's as Venezuelan as it gets. My Spanish roots truly show the most when I am in my joropo skirt. So this is basically a folk music, folklore, I don't know what it's called in English. My Spanish is showing. But yeah, that's basically the traditional attire that you would wear when you are doing this, you know, traditional dance, this cultural, beautiful dance. And I wanted one so bad. I had been dancing with these skirts since I was a little girl, and I had a white shirt, and like you could see in the previous demonstration, the white shirt and the yellow skirts, because the colors of the flag are yellow, blue, and red. So little girls and even adult women can wear yellow, blue, and red skirts. Some would wear white because there's stars on the flag as well. I'll show a picture of the flag right here. But since I was the example to follow when I was a little girl, I was really good at it when I danced with these skirts, and the teachers really loved that, the choreographers at the school, because we would always do like school dances. I would always be in the yellow skirt, which was like such a, you know, prideful thing for me. I felt so good about myself that I was like good at something, and that I could like lead the crowd because I'm like the beginning of the flag. So I would like, but anyways, so that meant so much to me that I was like, I want an adult size one. Grandma, please make me one. My grandma literally like can make stuff and sew stuff together and whatever. So I was like, please, please, please make me one. So my dad, being the smart guy that he is, I think he had a feeling I did something stupid. So like he like wanted to like, I don't want to sound weird, but like he literally wanted to check the scene out. So in order for my grandma to make the skirt for me, she needed my waist measurements, but he was gonna be the one to measure my waist, because at the time it was September, it was near my birthday, and this was like what I was asking for my birthday. So he grabbed a tape measure, like, you know, the ones you put around someone's waist to like measure their waist, and I'm like, oh my god, is this happening? is this happening? I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna see my belly button piercing. Like, what am I gonna do? He's gonna get so mad, because he got really mad when he saw my tattoo as well. He did not know I did this, and he was very protective and very, you know, he didn't allow me to do a lot of things. Like, I could tell so many stories about how my dad took away my Facebook, how he took away my makeup, and like, he was very protective during my teenage years. He was all over it. But anyways, so I was like, oh my god, he's gonna be so mad. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? My mom's not even here to defend me, because usually my mom would be there, but she was actually in Venezuela taking care of my other grandma. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just here to fend for myself. Like, what am I gonna do? So what I tried doing was the following. So he's measuring my waist, and I'm literally just, you can't see because of the shirt, but I'm literally just going like this to cover the belly button piercing, right? I'm just going like this so that he can measure around here, but he's like, lift it up more, and I'm like, well, this is my waist, how much more do you need? And he dead ass just goes, lift it up, I know you have a belly button piercing. And I'm like, say what now? So I don't know how he knew, but he started measuring my waist, and like, I was all out, like he could see my belly button piercing, and he knew, he said he knew I had one. And I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some thought into it. See what I did there? Instead of no, none of that. I don't smoke, so I'm gonna put some thought into it, not thought up in it, not good. Anyways, so yeah, he was so nonchalant about it. He didn't even like put up a fuss about it. He didn't even scream at me, which he usually would, but he was just like, I already know, like, you're so stupid, you're so dumb. And then he like pulled down my shirt like, ugh, you garbage kid, or something like that. He was just mad, but he was way more passive aggressive than like, why did you do this, you know, like flipping out. So yeah, that's how my dad found out I had a belly button piercing. It was really embarrassing, and it was not a good experience, but he got over it. I mean, it's my body. I don't want to get into a whole spiel about that, because that would be a whole different video, but like, who cares? Like, it's not like I'm damaging my body. It's not like it's like so many people say, like, oh, your body's gonna look so different, it's gross after years when you're old and you have all these piercings and all these tattoos. And it's like, people still look cool as hell with piercings and tattoos. I'll put a picture here of someone who looks really cool at an old age with tattoos and piercings. So don't hate on tattoos and piercings. That's it, guys, for today's storytime video. Make sure to come back tomorrow for tomorrow's storytime video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this one. Check the last one if you want to see the worst kisser ever. I'll link it down below. And subscribe if you haven't already, because it's free, and we're at 1,000 subscribers, and it's only up from here, girl or boy. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.